Hey y'all, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make two super easy and super cute fall decor pieces using items from the Dollar Tree. All right, friends, what do I have? This bicycle wheel wreath ring. Wow, I got that out, didn't I? From Dollar Tree. Of course, you know, prices are going up at Dollar Tree, so when you see this red sticker on something, take note of the price change. Hold on. Let me get the cord for my light over here. But I have that, and I also have this pack of zip ties. Now, these are 11-inch zip ties. I got these from Dollar Tree as well. And I also have a jumbo pool noodle from Dollar Tree. This was $3. Now, this is not the standard pool noodles that they carry. You know, the other ones are like fairly thin and skinny. These are the jumbo ones, okay? And I'm going to use that kind because, let me flip it around here. Because we need a lot of foam to put the flowers in, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to cut this. You know what? I don't even know how many inches I'm going to cut this. I'm just going to hold it here, and you know what? I'm just going to guess and say to cut it right about here. ASMR. We're just going to cut this. And then what we're going to do is cut it long ways like this, okay? Why are we cutting it long ways? So that we can slide it over this, okay? Did I cut it enough? I think so. Now, this one is probably going to be a little bit harder to put on there than that smaller one would have been because it's harder to bend, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to work this end in right here. And then we're going to take one of the zip ties and put it on there and hold it in place. Okay? Like this. The 11-inch ones should be okay. They did have space for longer ones, but my store was out. But, okay, this will work. This will work. Okay, just tighten that down a little bit. And then we're going to bend this around. And I'm probably going to have to hold it down in my lap to do it. Bend it around and then hold it in place with more zip ties. Okay, so as I'm tightening this down, I do have like this tiny little pair of pliers. And I'm using that to just grab the ends of the zip tie. And it's helping me to really tighten it down to really hold it in place, okay? If you want to do that, you do that. Anyway, I want to finish this. Okay, so now we're just trimming off all the ends here. Now, as I went, and I would like tighten this one down, tighten this down, and then I worked my way across, and as I was tightening them down, I just kind of started back over, all over again on this side, and just worked my way across, just tightening them down. And this should be okay. So anyway, let us cut off this tag. And now all you have to do is insert some flowers, okay? So I'm going to go grab my flowers and come back. All right. So I just got these fall flowers today at Walmart. These are $7 a bundle, man. But anyway, this is the easy part. Now you just cut off whatever flowers you want and stick them down inside your pool noodle. See? Easy, easy. Let me stick this here. And I'm just going to work my way across with all of the flowers. Just putting them here, there, and everywhere. All right, so here we are. I think I'm going to call that done. See, you can still see like the center there so that you know it's a bicycle wheel. But yeah, there is the flowers. Now I've got some more smaller ones over here. I'm going to put here. I've got some leaves somewhere that I'm probably going to put in there. I have to find those. But yeah, there we go. All right, moving on. All right, friends, now what do I have? I have some shower curtain rings. I have 2 packs of these. They come 12 in a pack, and I'm pretty certain I'm going to be using 16 for this. Now, this is a picture that I found on Pinterest. I don't know who originally created this, but I had posted a picture on Facebook, and it's kind of exploding, and y'all want to know how to make it. This is loud. I'm sorry. So I'm going to do my best to make one. So we have those. And we also have some of this jewel border stickers. Some of these jewel border stickers. I know how to speak, I promise you. So let me open these up and we'll continue. All right, so now that I have these, whoa, did you see that? Now that I have those open, we're going to stick on this trim. Now listen, they had a couple different colors. They had this here, and then they had some blue and pink. I didn't like either one of the blue or pink ones. So, and I only have 1 pack of these. So there's 5 strips. What I'm going to do is cut them in half. And then we're just going to stick them on to our shower rings here. So I have, let's bend this in half and see. Okay, I'm going to cut these kind of like between this right here. I have some heavy duty scissors. Okay. Now, I'm more concerned with just getting them centered. I'm not really worried about if it goes all the way up to the top because we are going to be gluing on some leaves and stuff. So that's going to cover the top if they don't go all the way up. Now, we are going to be like looping these together. And you see, they're going to kind of overlap a little bit once we get all of these together. So what I'm going to do to make sure that I don't run out. Now, if you have more than one pack of this, don't worry about what I'm doing right now. Worry about yourself. Now, you just go ahead and stick them on however you want to stick them on. I want to worry more about getting them up top than I am about worrying about if I can cover the bottom with it or not. Because it's going to be sitting down and you're not really going to be seeing it. And I think it's going to be okay, actually. Whoa, Nelly. I've got glue all over my nails. I'm a mess today, y'all. But anyway, this is what I have done. And like I said, we're going to put these stickers on 8 of these rings. All right, so now that I have these 8 covered, now I'm going to use this floral wire. All right, so this is silver. Y'all know that Dollar Tree has several different colors of this floral wire. I'm using silver so that it doesn't really show through the rings too much. Okay. So let's just get us a big, long piece of wire. Bye-bye. Stop! Okay. Now, we're just going to thread these on. Clear, and then decorated, clear, decorated, clear, decorated. Okay, get them all on there. Okay, now the tricky part of this is getting all of your rings. You see like the part where they snap together? That's the part that you want facing. And it'll be easier. Once you start tightening down your wire, it's going to be a lot easier. But you see how like the part where it clips together, see how that goes down on the wire like that? I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm just going to tie this wire like in a little knot. Okay, now we're going to go back. As you start tightening down your wire, then go back and just rearrange these. Like I said, make sure the clip is actually on the wire. Okay, so this is pretty snug, okay? You can just maneuver them around a little bit. They'll loosen up a little bit, okay? Now what we have, oh lordy, these little glass bottles from Dollar Tree, mini glass cork bottles. Now we're going to glue this down in here. I'm just going to use some hot glue, okay? You see, you're going to take out the cork, and you see like this is the where the cork went into. We're going to put that down right there so that makes it look like the stem is made out of glass, okay? So let's heat up the hot glue. Okay, so the hot glue gun has gotten hot. And I'm still just trying to like get these placed exactly how I want them. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, you know. It'll be okay. Oh, shoot. Look what I've done. I twisted that one around a little too much. You just got to keep an eye on how far you're twisting these, okay? Let's just get this set up. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just putting a big old blob of hot glue just down in the center, okay? So that we can glue our bottle down in there. I believe I'm going to glue it, see with the little, the end here, the opening. I think I'm going to glue with the opening down, I think, okay? All right, I'm just putting a big old blob, and this is clear, of course. You're not going to see it. And then we're just going to stick that bottle right down in the center. And I'm going to hold it until that glue sets up. So while that glue is setting up, I got this at Walmart. Lamb's ear. And we're just going to cut off some of the smaller leaves. I thought that this will be really nice to use for the leaves on this pumpkin. They have different sizes on here. Here's some big ones down here, and then there's some smaller ones. But you see, like, it does truly look like lamb's ear, and it's very soft. And I thought that would look pretty good on here. So we're just going to clip a few off. We don't need a whole lot at all. So I'm just putting some more hot glue here. And we're going to take some of these leaves. There we go. And these leaves are also going to help to hold the bottle up. Now, I did use quite a bit of glue, and it's going to take a hot minute for it to set up. But when we're doing that, we can stick these leaves down in there. So I'm just going to wedge them here, there, and everywhere, and that's going to help to hold the bottle in place. And then we'll let the glue set up, and then we will move on. Okay, so now I have these little cream colored flowers. I think I'm just going to stick one right here. Yeah, I think that'll look good. Don't you? If you don't like it, don't put it on there then. So once we put this flower on here, I do have some fairy lights that I'm going to put down. Hang on, is that going to work? Yeah, okay. There we go. There we go. All right, so this needs to sit here for a few minutes, okay? All of this glue needs to just sit there and do its thing. Now, I'm going to get one of those glass candle holders from Dollar Tree, and we're going to put this on top of the candle holder and then add some lights. All right, y'all, so I've zoomed in just a little bit here. So there's our little pumpkin, and now this is the glass candle holder. You know what? I may just have to zoom out again. Lord of mercy. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a mix of hot glue and E6000. So E6000 gives us long-term hold. The hot glue, in case you have cats, dogs, and feral children running around, is going to give everything short-term hold, okay? So that's going to hold everything in place. But what we're going to do is put the E6000 here. I'm sorry if there's noise in the background. I just got my dog some new toys, and he is playing with them enthusiastically. Okay. Now I'm going to put the hot glue everywhere the E6000 is not. You don't want to mix the hot glue and E6000 if you can help it. I don't think I'm overlapping it here, because what that does is when they mix together, it weakens the bond of both, okay? So very carefully pick up your little pumpkin, and I'm just going to set it on top and just let it be, okay? I'm just going to set it on top. Now let's let this glue set up for a little bit. And what I should have done, damn it, what I should have done before I glued all that down is I had this trim. Don't touch the trim. I had another piece of this, a longer piece. Where did it go? I don't know. But you see around here, this is going to be hard to see because my dumb self should have done it before. I'm just going to take the rest of this trim here and I'm just going to place it around the candle holder there. And I will show you a better view of this here in a little bit, okay? Just give me a minute. I'm gonna stick it on there and let it sit. Okay, so I've got my lights here. These are just regular fairy lights. You can get these at craft stores, Walmart. Actually, Walmart is where these came from, okay? And I wish I had like a shorter strand. This is a 50 light count. But all I'm doing is just threading this through here, okay? Until I kind of get down towards the end. And then we're just going to wrap them, going on the inside, going on the inside here, just around and around, just weaving them in, okay? So just be careful. Just be careful doing it. I didn't know if I wanted lights on here, and I guess I do. So I'm going to work on this and come back.
1 eternity later.
All right, there it is. I got the lights turned off. Well, the main light turned off. But anyway, there it is. I really, really do like it. But if you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and I will see y'all later. Bye.